Yeah, hi there, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And let's take a look at the comment you made on my website here. As you say, I am from India. I just saw your videos on YouTube. I'm interested, and also felt them more useful for all those people who are unaware of the TOEFL modules. I humbly request you to cooperate me in understanding the 4 modules and also to overcome the problems of reading passages and writing passages and the usage of vocabulary so that I can secure a score of 100 in the IBT TOEFL test. And I did not, you have your right exam, I would say I did not take the exam before. That's how I would express that idea. Alright, so I think here it's not just becoming aware of the TOEFL modules. I mean, if you want to understand the structure of how the test is, I'd recommend once you become one of my students, if you go to the 8th section of my online course, I have full-length 5-hour IBT practice tests that you can take, and that'll show you exactly how the test works, the format, structure, the type of questions you'll be asked, and so on. Right? So you can do that. But more importantly, you need to work on building your academic English language proficiency, and that's exactly what my online TOEFL course will do. And by building your English proficiency, that also helps you to improve your TOEFL score. So here are my recommendations I'm going to recommend for you right now. One of the most important things you can do right now is to engage in a regular routine of reading each day for about 45 minutes. That's really the first thing you do. So if you get bored, you're not sure what to do and how to improve your TOEFL, sit down, find a magazine, find a newspaper article, find a book, find something in which you have an interest, and start reading these topics on a daily basis. That's the first thing. The second thing you can do is to also practice listening for about 45 minutes each day. If you have English TV, you can focus on news, documentary, history, and especially science programs. Now, as you do the reading and the listening practice, you should also work on your note-taking, I think, of these reading and listening passages. And then using your notes, you should be writing 3 250-word summaries each week. And also, you should be giving at least 3 60-second oral summaries of the reading and the listening passages. Think about this for a minute. If you do the reading practice every day religiously, I mean every day, never stop, this is going to help acquaint you with more vocabulary. You'll get better, you'll concentrate, your comprehension is going to move up, a lot of good things are going to happen. Now also, as you do the listening, this is also good, and you're working on your notes, and then you're writing maybe 3 250-word summaries each week. You're also giving 3 60-second oral summaries. Now you're practicing integrated writing and integrated speaking skills also. So these first 5 things, the reading, listening, note-taking, the writing, and then giving the oral summaries, all these things are very helpful. Now notice so far, I haven't said anything about a TOEFL book. Think about that for a minute. I'm just giving you some things that you can do that can help broaden your academic English language base. Now, I recommend right now, set aside about 60% of your time going through these first 5 suggestions. Now, the next thing is start going through the lessons in my online course. Obviously, you should join my course. Go to onlinetoeflcourse.com. You can click on the join button, and then you can make your payment, and you can have access to all of my lessons. So first of all, here are my recommendations. The vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar sections, I think you should do these first. For the first 1 or 2 months, work on building your basic English language proficiency in these areas. And then the next step is to go through the listening and the reading sections of my course. Again, you'll take 1 to 2 months. And finally, once you've finished the listening and the reading sections, then you can work on the writing and the speaking sections of my course, and maybe another excuse me, another 1 to 2 months. There. You see how it works? So my suggestion for you is to help you reach your goal. Remember, to get over 100 takes time. And if you want, maybe after 2 to 3 months of study, if you're studying regularly for about 3 or 4 hours every day, you're doing this every day for several months, and you want to mark your progress, you can certainly take a full-length IBT practice test to mark your progress. If you do that, 3 things are going to happen. Number 1, you'll get more familiar with the modules, the reading, listening, speaking, and writing sections of the test. You understand more about how the test works. Number 2, you'll understand your weaknesses, because once you do the full-length IBT practice test, you'll get a score back, your overall score out of 120, and then you can see how close you are to your goal, and you can also see subtotal scores in the reading, listening, writing, and speaking sections. See how that works? So that's the second benefit. The third benefit is you're building the stamina and the strength that you need to take a 5-hour language test. You would be surprised, is a lot of students will take the TOEFL exam without having taken a practice test before. So that's the very first time they've ever taken a 5-hour English test, and it's simply too much for them because they haven't practiced for it. It's kind of like running a marathon. If you haven't practiced running 42 kilometers before the race, then how easy do you think it's going to be to run or race 42 kilometers on race day? It's going to be hard, right? So you have to prepare a little bit beforehand. You have to get used to the distance. In your case, you're getting used to the 5-hour time limit you have to complete the TOEFL, and you're trying to concentrate during that time. So these are my recommendations for you, and thank you for contacting me at my website. So now you know. You know that you can do 5 things that have nothing to do with a TOEFL book or my online course. You can just start doing these things today without anyone's help at all. And then you can use my course to go through steps 6 through 8. And like I said, you should be spending about 40% of your time going through my online course lessons, and then 60% of your time following the other suggestions I've already outlined. All right? Anyway, thank you for your interest, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.